Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be sharing a few reasons why you should wear your hair stretched more often than not. And by stretched I don't mean like blow dried or flat iron, that's just one of the ways, stretching with heat. By stretched I just mean any other way that's not your natural state, i.e. like braids or twists or cornrows or any other kind of hairstyle that keeps your hair strands stretched rather than in its natural shrunken kinky state, because that's just how our hair is if you have kinky or coily hair. So the first reason why you should wear your hair stretched more times than not is stretched hair keeps your hair from tangling and creating knots, forming knots, so it prevents knots and tangles. And the reason behind this is because our hair is kinky or coily. Well, if you have the four type, as the hair strands coil onto each other, they create knots and tangles, which make detangling harder because now you're forcing the strands apart. So ideally, in its shrunken state, natural hair just does what it wants. Like the strands just have a party and everyone is in everyone's space. So keeping your hair stretched in a stretched state prevents this from happening because your hair is stretched out. So it's more like you're controlling your strands and helping them do what you need them to do, other than just letting them do their own thing. The second reason is when your hair is stretched, it's a lot easier to remove shed hair when you're detangling, because as we all know, our hair sheds every day. So every day you have a couple of strands that are off the scalp. So now when it comes to detangling time, it's a lot easier to, you know, remove shed hair when your hair is stretched, because then they just slide off. But now once your hair is shrunken or in an afro or like doing its own thing, the shed hair is in the mix of hairs. It continues to create more tangles. It just tangles with everyone else. Stretched hair, you know, the thing is, our scalp produces oils, like natural oils that your hair needs, but with the, you know, the science or the nature of our hair, like the kinky coily type 4 especially, our hair defies gravity in its natural state. It just stands. So now the oils that your scalp has secreted for your hair are not able to travel up the shaft, obviously. So that means your hair will be dry, most likely. You'll have to keep moisturizing. Well, that's why our hair dries a lot quicker. Keeping your hair in a stretched state helps the oils to travel down the shaft, making your hair a lot, well, basically lubricates your hair. So your hair is a lot less likely to break or be dry. Generally, stretched hair is a lot easier to maintain. It's manageable, you know, it's easier to style and manipulate, especially for people who talk about their problem, hair being unmanageable or very difficult to manage. I think the best advice would be to make sure your hair is stretched most times. Like after you washed your hair, just twist it up or like braid it up and then now wear it like that, or have a braid out or a twist out. That way at least your hair is able, it's a lot easier to manage and maintain. I'm not saying that it's bad to wear your hair in an afro or in a puff or whatever. It's just to understand the pros and cons of both so that you know what to do more of, what to do less of. Actually, there are so many ways you can stretch your hair other than just twists and braids and cornrows, and even those out hairstyles like twist outs and braids. When your hair is braided and styled in a particular way, it's a lot easier for you to maintain moisture as well, rather than when it's out and about and the wind is blowing through it and it's just drying up. Hopefully that makes sense and that, you know, you've learned something from it. That's it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Please subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed for more videos like this and others. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!